8.7.22. गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, you're all welcome for early morning Bhagavatam class at Shri Radha Shri Radha Madan Mohan Temple, Skan. What is this? Huh? Goloka Dham ki jai. So we are reading from 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The 8th canto describes mainly the subject matter of Bhagavatam called Manvantar, which means administration of the universal affairs. So Manvantar means in one day of Brahma, which is called Kalpa, there are 14 Manus who rule the universal affairs. So in this 8th canto, there is a description of 14 Manus. The 7th Manu is now ruling. 7 more Manus will come. They are also described in the 8th canto. In one Manvantar, there is one incarnation of Lord called Manvantar Avatar. And that Manvantar Avatar select one person suitable who has performed 100 Ashwamedha Yajna as Indra, the administrator demigod. And then he select the 7 saintly person as a 7 rishis for that Manvantar. And then there are demigods and the other persons who rule and educate spiritually the people of that period. So the business of Manvantar is Sadharam Sthapana. Sadharam means religious principle. Sthapana means to establish. So in this 8th canto, there are at least, there is a description of one Manvantar Avatar created Vaikuntha in the material world, Rama Vaikuntha. And the 3 principles which are in this 8th canto, number 1 principle of Manvantar is, when we have any problem, difficulty, disaster, surrender to the Supreme Lord and offer prayers. And in this, there is a description of Gajendra Moksha. Because this elephant Gajendra was in trouble by the crocodile and then he offered prayers. So whenever we have any problem, it is better to surrender and offer prayer. The second principle is, these are the first 4 chapters. The next almost 10 chapters describe when Supreme Personality of Godhead provide you all the necessary paraphernalia, facilities, and encourage you, then whatever you get by the mercy of the God, distribute it. This is the another religious principle established. So this is the section which we are discussing, the churning of the milk ocean. The idea given by Supreme Lord helped them to bring the Mandarachal mountain as a churning rod. Supreme Lord become incarnation of tortoise to hold foundation for the mountain. Then he appeared as Mohini Murti to distribute. He appeared as Dhanvantari to bring. So it is all Supreme Lord giving all the facilities and paraphernalia to the demigods to get the nectar to become powerful and get relief from the torture given by the demons or asura. This is the second principle. Whatever Krishna provides, it is better to distribute. And for us Krishna conscious devotees, the best thing to distribute is holy name. Because Prabhupada has given us this holy name and we distribute holy name. This is the principle for us. And the third section is almost 8 chapters. And principle is, when you give promise to somebody, you have to fulfill that promise, whatever obstacle may be. Even God cheats or a spiritual master forbid, but you have to be fixed to fulfill your promise. And then there is a pastime of Bali Maharaj. And in the last chapter, there is a Matsya avatar. There's also, you have to fulfill your promise. So these are the principle of this 8th chapter. We are in chapter 7, in this 8th canto. We are in chapter 7, in which the harmony between Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva is described. A cooperation. And the churning of the milk ocean started. And the first thing came out was a deadly poison called halahal, which halahal means very dangerous and vish means poison. And everybody thought it's going to destroy the whole universe. At that time, Lord Ajit is the incarnation of this Manvantar. His name is Ajit. So this pastime of churning milk ocean is during the time of Lord Ajit as the incarnation of the Manvantar. He said, you have to, all the demigods are here. So only Lord Shiva is not here. So please approach him at Kailash and beg him to take care of this poison and save the universe. So demigod quickly, crossed the milk ocean, reached to the Kailash, and were offering prayers to Lord Shiva, who was sitting along with Parvati, his consort or wife. And this is from verse number 21 to 35. This section, 21 to 35, is Prajapati, which means demigods offering prayers to Lord Shiva. So this is one of the prayers by demigods which we are reading today. Now let us recite this verse number 22. So where we are at Mount Kailash, where Lord Shiva is sitting along with Parvati. And also saintly people may be there, which are always there. And here there are all demigods headed by Indra, and they are with folded hands offering prayers to Lord Shiva for the protection from that deadly poison, which is the first thing came out of churning of the milk ocean. So let us recite this verse. Tvam ek sarva jagata Ishvara bandha mokshayo tam tvam arachati kushala parapanarati haram guru त्वमेक सर्व जगत ईश्वरो बंध मोक्षयो तम त्वमर्चति कुशलाः परपनारति हरं गुरुम् त्वमेक ईश्वरः जगत त्वमेक सर्व जगत ईश्वरो बंध मोक्षयोः तम त्वामर्चति कुशलाः परपनारति हरम गुरुम. Please repeat. त्वमेव सर्व जगत ईश्वरो बंध मोक्षयोः तम त्वम् अर्चति कुशलाः परपनारति हरम परम गुरुम. तमेव सर्व जगत ईश्वरो बंध मोक्षयोः Tam tvam archati kushlaha parapamarati haram guru. Mataji. Tvameka sarga jagata Ishvaro bandha mokshayo tam tvam arachati kushlaha parapanarati haram guru. Tvam ekah, your lordship is indeed sarva jagataha, of the three words Ishvaraha, the controller, bandha mokshayoho, of both bondage and liberation, tam, that controller, tvam archati, worship you, kushlaha, person who wants good fortune, parapan arati haram, who can mitigate all distress of sheltered devotee, gurum, you who act as a good advisor to all fallen souls. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O Lord, you are the cause of bondage and liberation of the entire universe, because you are its ruler. Those who are advanced in spiritual consciousness surrender unto you, and therefore you are the cause of mitigating their distresses, and you are also the cause of their liberation. We therefore worship your Lordship. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Actually, Lord Vishnu maintained and accomplished all good fortune. If one has to take shelter of Lord Vishnu, why should the demigod take shelter of Lord Shiva? This is a question. Lord Vishnu is there, Ajit, and he is advising go and take shelter of Lord Shiva. Why? Why he cannot mitigate the problem? Why he cannot solve the problem? In earlier verses, there is a one reason given, and that reason is a very interesting reason. It is the nature of Lord Vishnu that he gives always credit to his own devotees. This is the first principle. Why Vishnu advised demigods to go and request Lord Shiva. Because this is the nature of Lord Vishnu, Krishna, always give credit to his dear devotees. Krishna has done everything, but credit he gave to Arjuna as the conqueror or the victorious in the war. Krishna has done everything, but he gave credit to Arjuna. He always gave credit to his devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has forecast that his name will be chanted all over the world, but he gave credit to Srila Prabhupada. So this is the nature of Supreme Lord, that he gives always credit to his dear devotee. And Lord Shiva, according to the Bhagavad school, in the last chapter of the Bhagavatam, Gananam yatha Ganga, Devanam achuto, Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu, Tatha iya Puranam. So this verse says, as among the all rivers, river Ganga is worshipable because it is washing the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. It is Vishnu Padi. The Ganga water is Charana Amrit. Charan means lotus feet, Amrit means nectar. So of all the river, Ganga is worshipable. Then of all this incarnation of Lord, Achyuta is worshipable. So who is Achyuta? Krishna is Achyuta. And how to prove that? Who spoke Bhagavad Gita? Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is started by the word Achyuta by Arjun and end by the word Achyuta by Arjun. Arjun says, Senyorobhyor Madhya Ratha Istapem Achyuta. Achyuta, take my chariot between the two armies. So you address Krishna as Achyuta. And in the end, Arjun says, Nashtomoho Samarti Labdva to Prasada Achyuta. By your mercy now, my illusion is now destroyed. O Achyuta. So word Achyut is Krishna. So among all the incarnation of Lord, Krishna is worshipable. Or Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. And all the Vaishnavas who worship Krishna or Lord Vishnu, the topmost is Lord Shiva. Vaishnava Nam Yatha Sambhu. So at least three things we should now understand about Lord Shiva. That he is the greatest Vaishnava. Number two, he is among the 12 Mahajans. 12 great personalities. Kapilo, Janako, Bhishmo, Vayasiki, Bali, Prahlad, and this Bhisham and this Lord Shiva, Sambhu, is one of the Mahajan. And the principle is Mahajan Yena Gata Sapanta. Follow the path which is given by the great Mahajan. And Shiva is one of the 12 Mahajan. And number three, of all the four Vaishnava Sampradaya, we are in Madhva Sampradaya, which is coming from Brahma. There is a one Vaishnava Sampradaya which is inaugurated by Lord Shiva. It's called Rudra Sampradaya. And Vishnu Swami is a principal Acharya. So there is a Rudra Sampradaya which is Vaishnava. So Rudra Sampradaya started as a third Vaishnava by the Lord Shiva. So these are the three very powerful Bhagavad school from Srimad Bhagavatam. The Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnava, is Mahajan, and is inaugurator or establishing the one of the Vaishnava Sampradaya. So this is the position of Lord Shiva. So here, Lord Vishnu or Krishna wants to glorify Lord Shiva. He wants to give credit of taking trouble to save the universe from dangerous, deadly poison. He wants to give credit to Lord Shiva. So this is the first principle. Therefore, Lord Vishnu advised demigods to approach Lord Shiva. Now here Srila Prabhupada said, they did so because, demigods did so because Lord Shiva acts through Lord Shiva in creation of material world. Now Prabhupada is giving the second reason. First reason is to glorify the devotee. This is the nature of Lord Krishna or Vishnu. Second, Lord Vishnu create through material world through Lord Shiva. So fourth thing I will add to Lord Shiva among the three already we discussed. The first is the topmost Vaishnava, second is one of the 12 Mahajan, third is the inaugurator of one Sampradaya, and fourth, he is one of the Guna Avatar. Guna Avatar means the presiding deity of a mode of material nature, incarnation. So there are three Guna Avatar, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Brahma is presiding over mode of passion, Vishnu is presiding over mode of goodness, and Maheshwar as Shiva is presiding over mode of ignorance. And all three are manifesting from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And they except Vishnu himself are all two are Shakti Avesh avatar. They are Brahma is outright Jeev. He is empowered by Vishnu to act in mode of passion, to create. Mode of passion is to expand. To expand is the nature of mode of passion. And Brahmaji is creator. To maintain is mode of goodness, and Lord Vishnu, though he has nothing to do with mode of material nature, but he presides over Lord mode of goodness to maintain the universe. But for destruction of the universe, same Lord, now Lord Shiva is not Jiva Tattva and he is not a Vishnu Tattva. And this purport has a very clear understanding of Shiva Tattva. So from Brahma Samhita we know the Shiva Tattva. Kheer means milk transformed into the curd is also milk. Similarly, Lord Vishnu transformed to create material creation in the form of Sadasiva. So these lines in the purport are very important to understand the Shiva Tattva. Now, Srila Prabhupada is writing, Lord Vishnu acts through Lord Shiva in creation of material world. Lord Shiva acts on behalf of Lord Vishnu. He acts on behalf of Lord Vishnu. So originally the Supreme Lord is Lord Vishnu, and he delegates Lord Shiva as his representative. Like we have Srila Prabhupada as representative of Krishna. Because we say spiritual master is representative of Krishna. Because he functions for delivering the message of Krishna. So he is representative of Krishna. Similarly, for the purpose of creation, Lord Shiva is a representative of Lord Vishnu. For preaching purpose of message of Lord, a spiritual master is representative of Lord. For creation, Lord Shiva is representative of Lord Vishnu. And we have to offer all respect to the representative as much as we have to offer to the Lord himself. Because this is Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagatiya Kutopi. We have to please a spiritual master as a representative, and this is the way we can please Supreme Lord. So here, principle which is being explained is by respecting and giving honor with prayers by demigod to Lord Shiva, actually they are pleasing Lord Vishnu. Because Lord Shiva is a representative of Lord Vishnu. He is not Jiva Tattva. Brahma is a Jiva Tattva, but Shiva is not a Jiva Tattva. He is a transformation of Vishnu in Vishnu for material creation to come in contact with the presiding deity of the material world, and that is Durga, Parvati, material energy. And this material energy is the shadow of Radharani. So it's the shadow of Radharani, therefore, the person who can touch to that Parvati or Durga must be transformation of Vishnu. Otherwise, nobody can touch to this shadow of Radharani. And she is the presiding deity of this material world. She is the mother of the material world as a creation, and Shiva is father. So they are acting on behalf of Vishnu, on behalf of Krishna, but they are the mother and father of this material world. And now Srila Prabhupada is quoting some good verse from Bhagavad Gita to establish this principle. Now Srila Prabhupada writes, when Lord means Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 14:4 that he is the father of all living entities, and the verse quoted, Aham bija pradapitaha. सर्वयोनेषु कौन्तेय मूर्त्य संभवन्ति aham bija pradapita. This is the verse. Sarva yoneshu. Generally, yoni means womb. And this material world is called Brahda Yoni. Brahda means great. Mahad Brahm. So this material world is a great mother which give rise to the birth to all conditioned souls. So Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Vishnu is always unattached. Let me read this again. When Lord says in Bhagavad Gita that he is the father of all living entities, Aham Bij Pradapita, this refers to action performed by Lord Vishnu through Lord Shiva. So this action means creation of the living entities in material world is action of Vishnu through Lord Shiva. So he is father and Durga is mother of the material world. Now Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Vishnu is always unattached to material activities. And when material activities are to be performed, Lord Vishnu performs them through Lord Shiva. So one characteristic of Lord Vishnu is Nirguna. He is not touched by three modes of material nature. He is beyond three modes of material nature. So he is called a Nirguna. There is no tinge of material modes in Lord Vishnu. And therefore, if we have to know Krishna or Vishnu, who is beyond three modes of material nature, then we have also to transcend three modes of material nature. Otherwise, it's not possible to know Supreme Lord. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, even in second chapter, Nistirguno Bhava Arjuna. Arjuna, come beyond three modes of material nature if we want to know me. And in 14th chapter, Arjuna has to ask how one can come above three modes of material nature, how one can transcend and three modes of material nature. And Krishna answers, Avibicharena bhakti yogena sagunan samataitan brahma bhujaya kalpate. It's only by unalloyed devotional service that one can transcend three modes of material nature. Because devotional service is the Swarupa Shakti of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. It is not touched, like Krishna is not touched by three modes, similarly Bhakti is not touched by three modes of material nature. Bhakti and Bhagavan both are beyond three modes of material nature. And any devotee who perform unalloyed devotional service is also beyond three modes of material nature. But this stage is a very advanced stage, and that stage is called Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva, purified goodness, where there is no tinge of any modes. And that is called Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabdyate. That stage is called Vasudeva stage. And when somebody reaches to the stage of Vasudev, then Krishna manifests within his heart as Krishna manifested in the heart of Vasudeva. So this is the stage actually we all have to achieve in this life by performing unalloyed pure devotional service, as Srila Rupa Goswami has explained, Anabhilashita sunyam gyan karma adi anavartam anukulyena krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktir Uttama. Cultivating Krishna, devotion to Krishna, anukulyena, favorably. And it should not be covered by desire to go to the heaven, and it should not be covered by desire to merge in the Brahma. And it should not be motivated for any material desire. Then that devotion will lead us to the stage of Vasudeva. At that time, Krishna will automatically appear within the heart of a devotee. This is in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. Bhagavan api Vishwatma Bhaktanam Abhayankara Avisheshta Ansa Bhagena Mana Ananka Dumdubihi. Ananka Dumdubihi is the name of Vasudeva. When he appeared, automatically the kartals and mridangs, they resounded in the heavenly planets, that there is a person who will bring Krishna on the planet. So his name is Ananka Dumdubi. So Sri Krishna, who always gives protection to his devotee, he appeared within the heart of Vasudeva, and Vasudeva was effulgent like anything. And then Vasudeva transferred that Sri Krishna from his heart into the heart of Devaki, and she became also very effulgent. But because of the fear of Kansa, she kept that effulgence hidden. Here Srila Prabhupada writes, this is transcendental initiation. Vasudeva initiated Devaki, and this is the business of a spiritual master. From his heart, he has reached to the stage of Vasudeva, and is manifests Krishna within his heart, and he has to transfer the Krishna into the heart of a disciple in the form of Divya Jnana, transcendental realized knowledge. Therefore, our Acharyas sing this bhajan, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par, amite kangal, dhaye tava pache pache. You have Krishna. Only you can give Krishna. I am, Kangal means I am penniless. I am poor. Therefore, I am running behind you because you can give me Krishna. So this stage is the goal of a devotee, to transcend three modes of material nature. In mode of goodness, the bondage is happiness of this material world. Sato sanjayate jnanam sukha sangana bandhanat. In the mode of goodness, we are comfortable. We feel I am happy, and then we are bound, and we cannot go beyond that. And this is most of the devotees in ISKCON are in this phase. Now we are happy. Well, there's a Sunday feast, we'll go there, we chant Hare Krishna. They are in this mood. We are happy, we are relaxed, no problem. But this is not the stage where we stop. We have to go beyond that. And mode of passion, Rajo Ragatmak, Trishna Sangha Bandhanat. Rajo is, mode of passion is strong greed and attachment to get more and more and more. So we have to, at least, Srila Prabhupada used to say, we have to transcendent mode of ignorance, which is laziness, madness, intoxication, and mode of passion, which is greed and too much material enjoying attitude. We have to give that up. We have to come about this. And only the process, which is very easy, which we all are following, is Bhagavatam. When Prabhupada landed in America, first he compiled the poem that's called Markini Bhagavad Dharma. Markini means America, Bhagavad Dharma means devotional service. And in that, Srila Prabhupada has quoted these verses from first canto, second chapter, the process of devotional service. And the beginning is, one should hear from a Mahajan or a great soul, Krishna Katha, the pastime of Krishna or the teaching of Krishna. And then by that one will be immediately Nachprayeshu Abhadreshu. He will almost 90% eradicate all the offenses. And his bhakti will reach to the level of nishtha, or a firm determination. And then it is very easy to progress. And the next progress is the mode of passion and ignorance stop exerting their influence. And then he is situated in mode of goodness. And then he go beyond mode of goodness, and then within the heart, three things will happen. Number one, Granthi means knot is completely cut. And what is the knot? Knot is false ego. False ego is the knot within the heart. It's completely cut. And why there is false ego? Because of ignorance. And the second benefit is all the doubts are destroyed. Sanshakshapti, Kshayati, all the doubts are destroyed. And number three, Karamasyam, the impression of the repeated action for repeated birth and death are destroyed. So he has no more any birth or death. Three benefits. And that is the actually purpose of this our devotional service, to reach to that stage. And the process is hearing Bhagavad every day. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu. This, and how we can get taste for Bhagavatam? Bhagavat Rati, by serving Mahajan. And how to serve Mahajan? To hear from them. Service to the sadhu means hearing from sadhu. That is service to the sadhu. And that will immediately increase our taste for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. At some other places in 5th canto, Srila Prabhupada writes, when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra sincerely and seriously, there is a cleaning process, and as soon as we cleanse our heart, then we will develop taste for reading and hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So there are two principles Srila Prabhupada has given us, that by hearing Bhagavatam and by chanting sincerely, we will develop taste for Srimad Bhagavatam, and which is non-different than Krishna. Taste in Bhagavatam leads to, or is also taste to the holy name, Nama Ruchi. Ruchi means taste. So this Nama Ruchi develops when we hear Bhagavatam. But we should hear Bhagavatam from a realized Bhagavat person. Bhagavat Sthane, Bhagavat Giyate Bhagavat Sthane, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bhagavat has to be heard from a Bhagavat Purush. And for us, the Bhagavat Purush is Srila Prabhupada. In his purport, he has given us everything. And we have simply to repeat that. Now we are reading further. Lord Vishnu is always unattached to the material services, material activities, and when and when material activities are to be performed, Lord Vishnu performed them through Lord Shiva. Next line. Lord Shiva is therefore worshipped on the level of Vishnu. Lord Shiva is therefore worshipped at the level of Vishnu. This is something like that. Again, spiritual master should be worshipped at the level of Lord. He's equal to the Lord. And what? A spiritual master is equal to Lord in what? In creation? No. In performing ras dance? No. In what? Bestowing mercy. Therefore, spiritual master is called His Divine Grace. He is a personification of mercy of Supreme Lord. In bestowing mercy, spiritual master is equal to God, but no, he is more than God. Only spiritual master is equal to Lord in bestowing mercy of Krishna. Therefore, he should worship at an equal level with Supreme Lord, because he is personification of mercy of Supreme Lord. So similarly here, Lord Vishnu is going to save the whole material creation from deadly poison. So for this benevolent or very charitable and magnanimous act, he should be given all respect equal to our Lord Vishnu. This does not mean that he is equal to Vishnu. This means by his action Vishnu is pleased. Therefore he is dear to the Vishnu. The one who is dear to the Krishna is also worshipped as Krishna. This is the verse we read every day in Guru Puja. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. No. Sakshat haritvena samasta shastri. All the scriptures says worship the Supreme Lord at par with, or worship the spiritual master at par with Supreme Lord. But the next line, the first word is kintu. Kintu means but. When there is a word but, it means this statement is not true. The next statement, which now we are saying, is more powerful. And what is the after? Kintu prabhurya priya evatasya, because he is very dear to Supreme Lord. Why should we worship spiritual master as at the same level as God? Because he is very dear to Supreme Lord. He is not Supreme Lord, but he is dear to Supreme Lord. Anything which is dear to the one we love and serve is also respectable for us at the same level. This is a common saying in English: if you love me, then you love my God, or you love my dog. You know, they're saying, if you love me, love my dog. So it means you love Krishna, then you love Krishna who loves Krishna. So the spiritual master is a Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale. He is very dear on the planet to Sri Krishna. Prishtaya means very dear. So because Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnava, so he is dear to Krishna. Therefore, he should be worshipped at the same level. So Lord Shiva is therefore worshipped on the level of Lord Vishnu. Now next line. When Lord Vishnu is untouched by external energy, he is Lord Vishnu. But when he is in touch, means Vishnu is in touch with the external energy, he appears in his feature as Lord Shiva. The purport is over by this statement. If Vishnu is untouched by Maya, he is Vishnu. If he comes in contact with Maya, he becomes Shiva. And that is called Sadashiva aspect of Shiva. But Shiva has also other forms like Rudra. 11 Rudra, not one. An appearance of Shiva in the material world is from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. On the lotus appears Brahma, and from the between the eyebrows of the Brahma because of his anger, due to disobedience of his 4 Kumaras, this crying Bilu baby born, and there's Rudra. So Rudra appeared like that. But Sadashiva is the highest aspect of Lord Shiva. There's also Kala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava is another aspect of Lord Shiva which is ghastly. But Sadashiva aspect of Lord Shiva, which in our Pancha Tattva is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Advaita Acharya. He is Sadashiva in that respect. He is worshipped as Vishnu in our all temples, and he is one aspect of his is Sadashiva. So he is Vishnu Tattva and not Vishnu Tattva simultaneously. That is the philosophy. Chakravarti writes, but Vishnu is the protector of all beings. Take shelter of him. You are the only Lord. There are not many Lords. You and Vishnu are one. The only difference being that you are touched by the guna and Vishnu is not. So now we are going back to the verse. Tvam, they are saying you means Lord Shiva. Eka only. Sarva Jagat Ishwar. You are the controller of 3 worlds. And these 3 worlds are Bhur Bhuva Swa. We are living on a Bhulok. Then above us is semi-demigods. Siddha, Charana, Gandharva, they live there. And above that is heavenly planet where Indra and other demigods live. These are called 3 planetary systems. And you are controller of that, not of a spiritual world. You are controller of the Jagat. Jagat is a material world. And Bandha Mokshaya. You are cause of bondage and cause of liberation. You can liberate somebody from the material Jagat, or you can keep him bound in the material world. And then next line said, Tam Tvam, therefore you, Archati Kushlaha. Yesterday, Sanak Sanatan Prabhu and we were discussing, Archati means worship. Kushlaha. This word Kushla is in Bhagavad Gita. Karamasu Koshalam. It is a verse in Bhagavad Gita that you act as Kushala. So what is this Kushala? There's a, in a all puja, there is a use of a special grass called Kush grass. Kush grass. You can make a mat with Kush grass and sit on that as asana. And in puja, some puja yagya, you have to put Kush grass, you have to use Kush grass for puja. So this Kush grass is very sharp from both sides like a knife. Both sides are very sharp. If you pull like this, cut your head. And this Kush grass is only acceptable in worship if it has its root there. Without root, piece of Kush grass is not in use. So this Kush grass grows only 15 days in the 1 year is the time that you have to collect Kush grass from the field. You should be expert to take the Kush grass along with root without cutting your head. That is called expert or wise person. Kushala means the person who pick the Kush grass with its root without cutting the hand. It means wise people are those, they in this material world are not slaughtered by the onslaught of Maya, which is three modes of material nature, and destroy the root of the fruitive activities that they should not have to take birth again. That is called Kushla. Don't leave root and don't get cut. So that is Kushla. Parpana Arati. Parpana is a word used by Arjun in 7th verse of 2nd chapter. Tvam Parpanam. I am taking your shelter. Parpana is surrender. But surrender is of two types. One is to hold the feet of somebody, and one is to put under the sole of the foot of somebody. Parpana and Sharanagati are the two words. In Ramanuja Sampradaya, there are two groups. One is following the Sanskrit version and one is following the Tamil version. The one says we are following the Parpana method, and the other say we are following Sharanagati method. So what is Parpana? Holding on, Lord. By your effort, Lord has nothing to do. The example is baby monkey holding on the mother monkey. So baby monkey is holding, mother is not doing anything, but it's so strongly holding, monkey can climb, baby never fall. But baby is independent to leave and go somewhere. So this is called Parpana. By our own efforts, we do the practice and catch hold the lotus feet of Lord. But Lord is so powerful, He can kick and we can be lost. So the other group says, no, we are Parpana. We are Parpana. We are Sharanagati. We are surrendered. See, what is this meaning? The meaning is cat carrying the small kitten from one house to other house, where the baby kitten has not to do anything. All the efforts are made by mother. So they say Krishna's mercy is everything. We simply sit. And Krishna will bestow His mercy. Like baby kitten is not doing anything. Mother cat has to take. So this is called Sharanagati. But for us Gaudiya Vaishnava, we have to have both. We have to practice also, and we should also depend upon the mercy of the Supreme Lord. We have to follow the both principle. Because Arjun says Parpana, and Krishna says in the end, Mamekam Sharanam Braja. So Arjun starts with Parpana, and Krishna says, no, you take shelter. Parpana is not complete. You take shelter. So Krishna could have not. He has showed Arjun that I have killed all these people. In 11th chapter, he said, I have finished all those your enemies by name. Bhishama, Karna, Durana, all they are finished. You simply become instrument. So Krishna can do that, but he wanted Arjun to make full efforts to become victorious. So the principle is we should have full effort in our devotional service. 100% that if we don't do, we'll never be successful. On the other hand, we should be 100% dependent upon the mercy of the Lord and Parampara, that only they can save us. So we should do full effort and we should be fully dependent upon the mercy. So we should be Parpana and Sharanagati both simultaneously. Therefore, there are many verses in Bhagavad where the intelligent people says, we are Parpana Sharanam. We are holding on your feet and we are also surrendered. So we should have both together. And Arti means, this is the verse from Bhagavad Gita. Arto Jigyasu, Artharti, Jnani Cha Bhartshva. These are the pious people. They are Artha. Artha means in difficulty, because of disease or because of some bodily or mental problem, they are called Artha. Artharthi are those who are in need of money or material benefit. Arth are those who are in bodily or mental agony. So he's not a pure devotee. He's simply suffering. Therefore, he's taking shelter. But haram means you take away the trouble of those who surrender. So Lord Shiva, we are at your Lord's feet. We are surrendering to, we are holding on your feet that please, haram, please take away this trouble of dangerous poison which is going to destroy the whole creation. Gurum, you are, Prabhupada writes word to word, you who act as a good advisor to all the fallen souls. Good advisor. And Prabhupada used to write to all his disciples, you are ever well-wisher. You are ever well-wisher. So advisors always give good advice as a well-wisher. When demigods say this, then Shiva will ask from Parvati, so what do you think? What can we do? And Parvati says, well, this is for the benefit of our whole creation. And you are powerful enough to do that. So please go and do that. Now Lord Shiva will come there and he will hold the all poison in 2 palms together like that. And then he will drink this. And while he will drink, he knows that with my tongue I am chanting holy name, so I cannot keep in mouth. But I cannot let it go down in the heart, because in my heart always there is Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So he kept the poison in his neck, not in tongue, not in the heart, in the neck. And his name become Neelakanta. Neel means blue, Kant means snake. But he become glorious as Mahadev. It means the greatest among the demigods. But you see, in this episode, you will come across when Mohini Murti is distributing nectar, Rahu, one from the Asura side, he disguised as a demigod and was sitting between the moon and sun. And he got the nectar from Mohini Murti. and he drank nectar. Nectar reached till here. Then both sun and moon said, he's not demigod. He's disguising demon Rahu. And Mohini Murti with his disc cut the neck of the Rahu. His head become immortal because of drinking nectar. So even after drinking nectar, Rahu remained the tough planet, not very favorable. And after drinking poison, Lord Shiva become the greatest demigod. It means by disguise or by wrong means, even you get nectar, you will still be low class. But for the benefit of others, even you drink poison, you will be glorified. So we have to come out of the comfort zone, which is mode of goodness, and we should take risk for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement, and then we will transcend 3 modes and will really feel the presence of the Supreme Lord within the heart. And this realization will nourish our lifeline devotions, whole life's devotion, and the perfection is our purpose of practicing Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment? Panapanna Arti Gurum. Yes?
I just wanted, thank you very much, first of all, Prabhu, for this wonderful lecture. I have a question to understand, because Brahma is Jiva Tattva and Shiva is something else. So, can we understand it then that Shiva is like the one building the house because he has to take the wood and he has to manage the material things, but then Brahma, he makes the house on the inside, and then that's why he's Jiva Tattva. Because both of them have to do with they have to deal with creation, but the one is Jiva and the other one is Shiva.
What you are saying, making house is a function of Parvati. Shiva is simply, supporting him. Vishnu want to touch the Durga for creation, then Vishnu transform himself as Shiva. And then Durga creates the all living entities and this whole universal creation.
I would say Shiva is the underlying principle and Brahma is the executor.
Brahma is executor. The main function of the Shiva ultimately is to destroy. So here, Bij Pradapita, this word is for Shiva, and the yoni is Parvati Mahad Brahma, and the creation takes place by the glance of the Vishnu, and basically the glance of the Vishnu is actually becomes Shiva. But after that, this is what your question is something like that. Let me say there are two types of creation: the Sarga and Visarga, creation by Vishnu and creation by Brahma. So in the creation of Vishnu, Shiva is the main personality. And after that, the 16 elements are created. Then the different bodies of 8400,000 species of life, this is done by Brahma. So material is provided, Vishnu through Shiva for Visarga, which is the secondary creation, which Brahma will do. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि। साधु साधु, हरे कृष्णा।